Hi, this is Nash with Backpackers Review, and on today's episode we're going to talk about the Big Agnes Copper Spur Tent. Been using that all around the Ozark Mountains, and we're going to tell you how it's stacked up. We're here today to talk to you about the Big Agnes Copper Spur Tent. This is a one-person tent, but it's really more of like a 1.5 person. Unlike a lot of other one-person tents I've used in the past, where they're really compressed, and once I get inside that, this has actually got a little bit more room for me, especially if you're bigger. I'm about 6'2", about 195 pounds, so I can move around a little bit more on the inside. The tent is super lightweight. It's part of Big Agnes lightweight series, so the tent itself weighs between 2 and 2.5 pounds. Pole system is really simple. It's basically got one big pole system with flares on each side, so you can basically hook it up, and then it's got one small pole system across the top here that allows you to have this little extra room for the roof of the tent. On the side, it's got as you can see, it's got a really large door. It comes in a D shape, so you can just zip it all the way out. You can easily access the whole tent from the inside. Once you're inside, you can see that I can actually sit in it. My head just barely touches the top, and usually there's about an inch or so space in the top of this. So I can sit up, I can change my clothes, I can do whatever I want to once I'm on the inside. Another cool feature about this tent is on the other side, it's got a small little door with a small little vestibule once you get the fly on this side. So you can access little things over here, you can reach outside. I like to keep my boots over here, my trekking poles, other things that I don't want in my regular vestibule with my backpack. Kind of keep them over here, keep them out of the way. If you want to have access to a water bottle or something over here on the outside, you can do that as well. And you can just easily zip it back up. On the inside, there's a nice little storage pocket here, so you can keep headlamps in the night or things like that. And then we also can get a gear loft, which sits right on the back here, and it's got like 6 little pockets. So as you're laying here, you can access things right here all around. The gear loft is an optional feature, but it's really inexpensive and it's well worth it. As you can see, I've added just a little piece of rope here at the top so I can hang things, but you can also buy a gear loft for the top here as well. So it's a really cool tent. It's really easy to put up, really easy to access. On the outside, the fly just actually clips in at both sides. One thing I do like about this tent, and a lot of the Big Agnes tents actually, is on this side you'll see that the clips are black. On the other side you'll see that the clips are green. So your fly, the clips on each side of the fly will be black. Black go to black, green go to green, so you never worry about trying to get your fly all messed up. You're not knowing how it's going to go on just perfectly right. And the pole system, once you get the poles put up, the actual tent just attaches to the pole system with these little clips that just basically clip right onto the top of the pole system. For me, this is kind of my go-to tent. I've got several different one-person tents, but it seems like when I'm not reviewing tents or specifically taking a tent for a specific purpose, this is usually the one that I always kind of gravitate to, kind of my garage tent. So if that's the case, it's obviously my favorite tent. So if you're looking for a tent, really super lightweight, 2.5 pounds, one person. They also come in a 2-person and a 4-person. Definitely want to check out the Big Agnes Copper Spur.